This is the Mindfulness broadcast, and I'm Tiffany Grimes with Empower Coaching and Training, and I'm really happy to be here with you all this morning. I had a week full of celebrations, and it just has me, as a professional life coach, like I'm a big fan of goal achievement because I know what it takes and the path to get there. And for some people, it's a straight trajectory, but that's a very small percentage. For many and most people, it is filled with ups and downs and moments of struggle and moments of celebration and really focused, mindful moments of coming back into the values and the why behind why we do things. And so I love a good goal attainment. So I got to celebrate a colleague who had 30 plus years in her career in leadership and social services, and got to celebrate our coaching academy graduates who just completed and are now certified professional coaches. Got to celebrate a few of my kids' achievements this summer, things that they had done. It's just been a really fun, full week of connecting with people. And it has me thinking about a lot of things. And what it has me really thinking about are those quiet, contemplative moments where we almost stop. We've got a goal, we know we want it, we maybe haven't even started, or we might be near the end. And that moment where the desire to be safe, to be in a pattern that feels familiar, overwhelms us or is almost overwhelming us. And there's a moment of choice, many moments of choices leading up to our goal attainment or decision not to. But this moment of choice is one particular, if we just hone in and slow down and come in and then expand this moment and say, what happens in there? What's the difference between people who have those moments, because we all have those moments, people who have those moments and discomfort, choose discomfort in that moment to keep going rather than the comfort of returning to what is familiar, which will inevitably also become uncomfortable. So it's all about discomfort. It's just where would we like to experience it and how do we want it to impact our trajectory. And what research tells us, and y'all are not going to be surprised by this, is that those of us who practice mindfulness and self-regulation and self-awareness on a regular basis are more likely in those moments to be present with ourselves, to practice self-compassion with ourselves, to activate our caregiving and resiliency parts of our brain, and to speak with ourselves as we would a friend, to speak kindly to ourselves, to honor, like, this is hard, this is uncomfortable, this does suck. And I'm going to stay here. I'm going to be right here in this moment. So we're going to use our practice today to just kind of drop into how we come into a moment and what we can do with that moment and how we can expand that moment and how we can get to a part of our brain that helps us really decide what the next step is, whether that's quitting on purpose, intentionally, calmly, or continuing to go on, right? But doing something out of a response rather than a reaction to overwhelm or panic or this beautiful brain of ours who would just like us to return to our old patterns. So, and let's get started. You can close your eyes or just take a soft gaze this morning. You might even find that there's something right around you, a paperclip, a flower, could even be a sound, something that you can place your attention on. It might be your gaze if you choose to keep your eyes open. Might be my rooster crowing in the background if you just heard Pavarotti back there. It might be your heart beating in your chest, or just the fit of shoes that might feel a little too snug. Just anything, placing your attention on something you choose. And the practice is to stay with this, whatever it is, just to stay with it. So if you are experiencing your brain trying to jump around to go from the paperclip, no, the heartbeat, no, the breath, no, just notice that's just a pattern of your brain, because focusing on something can be uncomfortable and new. And so part of its reaction is to just jump around, to distract. So just tell that beautiful brain of yours, thank you. Thank you so much. And just for about 8 minutes, I'm going to focus on this fill in the blank. Allow your breath to slow you down, thinking about expanding a moment, inviting expansion, slowing down, noticing, observing, experiencing. Notice your whole experience for a moment. Sounds all around you, sensations on your skin, internal experiences. Notice it all. And then, as though you have a magnifying glass, place your experience, your energy, your effort, your curiosity right into whatever it is that you are doing. So, that thing that you are going to focus on, breath, a flower, a paperclip, whatever it is. And your whole focus just goes right into this thing. And your job for the next few minutes is to notice the details using your five senses, or whatever versions of those impact this moment. What does it feel like? What are the textures? What are the patterns? What temperature is it? What does it smell like? What does it look like? With deep interest and curiosity. If you're holding it, you might move it around in your hands. And what you might begin to notice is distraction. Your mind starting to think about other things, or being focused instead on the sound that seems to be stopping your practice. Oh, if those people would quit talking, or those keyboards would quit going, or the air conditioning would click off, or whatever it is. We notice these things and they steal our attention. And just notice that. Notice the process that your body goes through, your brain goes through, and then just simply place your attention back on the item. Another thing you might be experiencing is your brain going, "This is stupid. This doesn't apply to me. I don't know why I'm doing. Why did I even log into this morning?" And that's just your brain in discomfort. We're asking it to do something that it doesn't often do, which is just be right here in this present moment. And so, again, using those tools, let's speak to ourselves with kindness. I know this is hard. I know this is challenging. And what I'm doing is training my brain so that I can continue to move towards my life, my goals, my intentions, my desires. This is the training ground, and I'm worth it. And so I'm going to place my attention back on this, whatever it is. Or whatever else your brain might be offering up to distract you, to dissuade you. Just honor it, observe it, and return to the practice. As we begin to close, can ease your attention away from that. If it was really focused onto it, you can feel yourself kind of expand. Maybe there's even a softening. Notice your breath, notice the sounds. And while it seems perhaps silly, thank yourself. Thank yourself like you would if you went and achieved your goal, like you would if this was something that you checked off your list. Like, I know this thing is moving me closer. Celebrate this practice in that way because it is huge. Our ability to slow down, to find ourselves in the moments that our brain is working so hard to move us back to comfort, to be with ourselves, and to stay in discomfort. It's a practice and it's monumental in our ability to achieve goals. So, congratulate yourself, celebrate yourself, and then open your eyes or bring your gaze back together. Nice work. I'll see you next week, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.